I'm Rusty Dornan with the Kaufman Fellows. First off, with this chat, one question. Do people see more villains than heroes in the entrepreneurial world, and why? Well, with us today, Joe Floyd, a principal at Emergence Capital, wants to change that perception. Joe, who is also a Kaufman Fellow, has written a graphic novel with the unlikely title of Silicon Heroes. Welcome, Joe, and tell us, why did you embark on this project in the first place?
I started writing Silicon Heroes when I was a Kaufman Fellow, and part of the impetus was we do a research project where we research a topic that's important to the entrepreneurial society. And for me, that was trying to understand what are the key characteristics that make an entrepreneur successful. Particularly, what are those superpowers that I could identify and then share with the world.
You say you want to show entrepreneurs as positive role models for young people. You know, how do you think they're viewed differently now? Is it necessary to get that out there and change it? Why do you think they need to see positive role models?
I actually think that entrepreneurs aren't viewed as positive or negative because they're simply not viewed. Right now, most entrepreneurs work really hard to solve the world's craziest problems, but they really toil away in obscurity. I think that the mainstream media falls in love with portraying musicians and movie stars as potential role models for kids. And I want to bring to light some of these amazing people that we get to work with in the venture capital community on a daily basis and really bring them forth as potential role models for kids.
Did your experience as a Kaufman Fellow, which is a global organization bringing together, venture capitalists and entrepreneurs from just about everywhere, from 6 continents, did it help shape the project in any way?
Absolutely. I think that as a result of the experience at the Kaufman Fellows, where diversity is a big not issue, but it's something that we're trying to bring to the forefront, having an international perspective and having venture capitalists that could introduce me to amazing female role models and minority role models and be able to incorporate some of their experiences into the book is really important, because I think for kids to have great role models, they need to see someone who looks like them and who has challenges that are similar to the ones that they experience. And so being able to visualize that for folks is really important.
Can you give us some examples of those role models, those superhero role models?
Well, in the book, we try to have one role model for every kind of archetype of somebody that might be reading the book. And I don't want to give away specific people because I don't think that I can actually. But just know that there are very famous people, and there are also entrepreneurs that maybe you haven't heard of, but you will in the future.
I also noticed that you've got a social media campaign where you've got fan art, people sending in their own superheroes. Talk about that a little bit.
I think one of the most beautiful things about Silicon Valley is that there are so many talented people, and they're all willing to share and help. And that's what makes Silicon Valley great. And so we kind of tapped into that idea by having not a competition, but really a showcase where anyone could draw their favorite entrepreneur or CEO as a superhero, and we would feature some of the best ones and explain why we thought that person was amazing.
You're going to be launching on Indiegogo November 4th. Talk about the crowdfunding process and who's this going to benefit?
So again, we wanted to tap into the tech ecosystem for help. And so we're launching on Indiegogo, which is a crowdfunding platform. The goal is to raise $100,000, and that would enable us to publish the book, really get good distribution, as well as raise money for 2 very important charities. One is Girls Who Code, which helps high school young women learn more about tech and tech opportunities, and code.org, which really helps bring STEM education into junior high and high school.
What's your goal in terms of raising money?
The goal is to raise $100,000, and that would enable us to donate quite a bit of money, as well as really produce a high quality 80-page full color graphic novel.
It's great. Thank you so much for joining us, Joe Floyd. Don't forget his campaign for Silicon Heroes on Indiegogo beginning on November 4th. Thanks, Joe.
Thanks.